You have other interests as well.
So I'm an actor, singer, writer, director. And as I established myself with those things, acting is something that I was naturally good at, but I also worked with technique, and I was in a Shakespeare company. I really wanted that. That's something that I really wanted, and I do it.
Right.
Singing is something that I just started, becoming a recording artist. I just became a recording artist back in February when I recorded my first single, Towers, which is available on all music streaming services. It's out everywhere. And that was my first song.
Right.
But a writer, I've been a writer my whole life. I've been a writer my entire life. I've always written things. I always was compelled to document certain things and to say certain things, whatever I feel when I feel like I need to write. And that work is coming to fruition. I'm doing things where I get to actually, I don't have to be the one that's reading someone else's script. I can make my own script and bring the stories to life that I feel are important, that people need to hear. And establishing myself as a director, I've directed certain music videos for different people. And I have another project that's coming that I get to direct that's gonna take my career to another level. And I'm just gonna wait till the ink is dry on that to really discuss that. But the work is speaking for itself. I really am these things that I say I am. I put it on business cards. I manifested it. I worked. I earned it. And there's time to fail. It's not just pressure like, oh, I'm these things, and you know what? I'm probably gonna, whatever. I hope that I never accomplish my dreams in this life. That's how big my dreams are. I hope that it takes lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes to see, and to experience what I want to contribute to the world.
Right. And you also writing your own music?
Yeah, I write my own songs.
You write your own? Oh, so
yeah.
So you're writing, okay, so are you writing scripts, or are you writing movies, like as far as like what you're writing that you have coming out for everyone? Is it going to be like a movie, or is it going to be a script? Like what type of direction are you going in with that?
Yeah, so right now, the only thing that I've written are skits.
Okay.
I have stories, life stories that I will turn into, and people stories that I will turn into short films and feature films and things of that nature. That's in me. That's the art that's inside of me that I will bring to light and life. But as of right now, I've written comedy skits. I love comedy, and I love making people laugh, and I love entertaining people. I like making people feel like, yo, you bugging out, or this and that. So right now, I've just written comedy skits and songs. And most of the time, before I even put anything on paper, it's already in my mind. I've seen it. I have the mind of a director. So I'll see it. I'll hear the music. I'll hear the soundtrack. I'll see the person that I want to play the role, and I'll see what I want to give to the audience.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
You want to go with it, right?
But it's definitely going to turn into feature films, and it's gonna turn into that. I get inspired by something as little as being on a train, and there's a feral person who's still a human being that people might not speak to. And they're just talking to themselves because people have ignored them for so long. Why wouldn't they speak out loud, And they're just muttering things and they're saying things. And I'm like, this is important. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, you're writing gold. Like, what you're saying right now is important. Like, there's life. And we are in New York City. So basically, we're in the whole world. You have everything here. You have the gambit. Everyone from every socioeconomic class. People speak all languages over here. People speak Mandarin. They speak Arabic. They speak everything. Like you can't not find a language over here. So I can tap into all that. All of that is within me, and I have it to get to the world.
Yes.
So they describe your sound like neo soul sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And your single is called Towers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to hear that. I would like to play it. Did you
Before we play it, I would like to touch on how Towers came to be.
Okay, let's talk about that.
As an artist, right? It's not just the business side, because I'm a businesswoman. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm marketing myself, I'm branding myself, I'm working hard. But we have to get to the fun and the heart of what art is and what songwriting is and what music, because it's not just I want to be on the Billboard charts. I want, when people listen to Towers, it's a home. People can listen to it no matter where they are. They're working a long hour, they're on the train coming home, but they feel comforted by me. Mm-hmm. They feel like, oh my God, that was a stressful day.
So
but
there's a message behind the song.
There's a message, and that song came out of a lot. I took the hardest part of my existence, and I put it in the art, I put it in the music, I put it in those lyrics.
Where people can relate.
Where people can take something from it. You know, I went through a very, very toxic relationship that I allowed myself to endure because I didn't know my worth as a woman, as a human being, as a person, as an artist. And I externalized my power, and it left me very unbalanced, and it made me feel all kinds of things. And what I did was I took that song and I felt it and I recorded it. And now it's out there in the world, and people can take their power back when they listen to Towers. So it's not just a song, it's
the message, right?
It's a message. There's a message behind it.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, so I think we're gonna try to we're gonna get a little listen on the song Towers. I'm anxious to hear it and hear your sound. And all right,
Okay.
so bring the song in.
All right, I have the song. Oh, okay. Because I also want to debut my
Okay,
rap single.
we'll get together. So let's bring it in. This is Vannah's new song,
Yeah.
Towers. Check it out.
I would just listen to my own song. Funny how I'm performing it. Broke up a few months ago. Thought I'd be better, baby. You left me in the cold. Saw me to the mirror. You thought I had sold my soul. But it's such a shame. Here's something that you should know. You're the one to blame. Gave you all my hours, yeah. Found you like a tower, yeah. Tower, yeah. Found you like a tower. Why you couldn't tell me you were talking to these other bitches, yeah. Up all night, thinking back to all the shit that we did. Told me I was insecure, but you're the one who wanted more. Knew your body better than you did. On some real freaky shit, had you sprung.
Oh wow.
That was
Wow.
nice. That was beautiful.
I like that.
That's being around the Maxwell's now. Like, that's so
I like that.
nice and smooth and
That's hot.
sexy and
That's hot.
yeah, we
hot.
need that right now. We need that sound right now.
That's
That
hot.
was nice, man.
That's
That was
hot.
beautiful.
That's
Thank you
nice.
so much. Thank you, Callie. You know, being compared to Maxwell is a great comparison.
Yes.
That feels really good because you
Yes,
feel me.
that definitely put, and that was my first time here, and I loved everything about it. So that was really beautiful.
Good,
You did
that's
a fantastic
beautiful.
job with that.
Did you perform that song live yet?
Yes, I performed it at SOB's live.
Okay. How was the experience?
That experience, like, oh my gosh, that's how I know that there's a universe that's conspiring on my greatness. Because that thing happened, I'm not gonna get too into the details of how that happened, but it just happened so perfectly. And the promoter just so happened to like cross my path and I was like, man, I really hope I perform today. I gotta speak to this guy, you know, I hope he gets here soon. And he's like, who are you looking to speak to? I'm like, oh man, this guy Ace. He's like, I'm Ace, you're performing, you're going, and I'm like, well, I was just so grateful to be in that room, and I was also terrified because I'm like, okay, you know, people are putting pressure on me as a performer. Like, you can't perform with the track. You have to have an artist track where you sing it. And I'm like, okay. And I had no water, and I was scared, and the vocals came out so good. When I was singing, I said, are they playing the wrong track? Are they playing like my regular track? Because it sounds too good, and I'm scared. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And then I realized, no, that's my voice. So it gave me a lot of confidence. It was a beautiful thing. Yeah.
All right, so I gotta get in on this, right? So I know you for a while now, right? I met you downtown. T-Rex had a showcase.
Wow, that's
And
so true.
you was in the audience. B139, we came through to represent for T-Rex Showcase,
Yes.
and you approached me and you was like, hey, I would like to be on your show. I'm like, what do you do? You said, I'm an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about singing.
I didn't know I was a singer.
All right, then. Nothing about singing. And then a couple of times you played around singing, and I was like, she all right. She all right. But now, months later, you come up with this amazing voice. You got this hot single.
Thank you.
God has been working with you. You've been working a lot. I've been watching your movement. I've been watching you grinding and stuff like that. And I'm proud of you, you know? I'm proud of you because I know that you're really, really driven to be all you can be. Like you said, sky's the limit for you. You don't want to reach your maximum. You want to keep every day trying to get to your maximum. But you're a hard worker, and, you know, and I like to see that, and I just congratulate you on your work. You know?
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Thank you. And to speak to that, what I mean when I'm grinding, when I'm working hard, when I'm posting, I am devoted to this work. I work 3 jobs so that I can support my career and my brand. This is what I'm devoted to. I'm devoted. I might fail 35 times this year, and guess what? For the rest of my life, I'm gonna be the brand, Vannah Oshun. So the day I die, I'm gonna be working on this brand, and I'm gonna be working on expanding my network, empowering my people, empowering people all over the planet. You know, it's so funny. Before Towers came out, I have friends in other countries, and I sent it to them. I'm like, man, I just recorded a song. Can you believe this? They're like, yo, send me that right now. Send me that right now. I'm in Cancun. Send it to, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, they send me the video and I see the palm trees and I'm like, my voice is in places on the earth that I've never even been yet. This is crazy. And then my friend in the UK played it and he's out there. He's like, yeah, I'm playing in my set. And I'm like, you're playing my stuff in the UK? My big friend from across the pond. Shout out Liam. But I was just like, this is insane. This is a big blessing. Like, who's gonna stop me? Not me. Not me. Not any longer. I will not limit my view. I won't limit my scope. I won't limit what I can do. People make billions of dollars from ideas. So I have a wealth of ideas. I got a billion ideas. So I could make $1 billion, right? So like, why not? Like, you can't limit yourself. And I just think in this business, you can't burn your bridges. You have to just not take things personally and just move accordingly. Stay as professional, as cool as you possibly can, because
keep relationships open.
Keep the relationships very open, because you never know who someone's gonna be, and you don't want to sleep on somebody, because the people that might be sleeping on me now, or the people who have not been ethical business-wise, I will remember them, and I know where I'm going, and I know people in high and mighty places are watching me. They're in tune with me. They're supporting me. They're talking to me. And I'm like, whoa, you are like highly established in like the upper echelon of society. And it's not just one person. It's a lot of people tapped in, tuned in, telling me you're going to be great. And I know I already am. And I operate in it, and I'm very grateful for that. And I just feel like compelled to tell people that you are limitless. There are no limits to what you want to do. And you shouldn't stand in your own way. You shouldn't stand in your own way. If someone tells you, yo, you're good, nah, man, I'm all right. No, if someone tells me I'm good, like, do I think I'm good? Oh, no. I know I'm great. Because if I told you, oh, I'm all right, you tell me I'm lying because you know I'm great. So we have to be confident. We have to walk in our confidence and not be cocky, just be confident. You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, though, you got to believe in yourself no matter what anybody else believes. You got to believe in yourself and have faith and trust in yourself, because nobody loves you more than you love yourself.
That's right.
You know, outside of the Lord, right?
Yeah.
But also you act and stuff like that. So what's some of the roles that you did with acting and stuff like that?
Well, with acting, I've played, like I said, Shakespearean roles. I've done a lot of roles that I was a supporting role. But I had in the New York Theater Festival, I had my first like feature role where I wasn't a supporting role. I was like the main character. And I played a wife, disgruntled wife. And I just got to talk to the audience and just put my own flavor into it. And it wasn't pressure. You know, I was going to this class that my friend Sydney and Frie told me about. And in that class, there was a playwright. I didn't know there was a playwright. I was just going in there. They said, oh, okay, we need a person for the scene. Hey, you girl right there, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, why not? Get up there. He watched. And he was like, yo, you can really act. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Good looks, you know? And then festival comes around. The main woman that he had for the role dropped out. And he's like, listen, you're the first person I thought of. And I'm like, okay. So then I did it. And that kind of changed my life because it made me realize I've been supporting for such a long time. Well, it feels like a long time. My career is in the amoeba stage right now. But I got to actually be that. And also, you know, I've done like commercials now where I'm just playing, you know, a face. But this face has a brain and energy and a spirit and a soul and a purpose. So I'm not just a face. I might have gotten a check for that and that might have been cool and I did a commercial and that's great, yeah, but I'm gonna have a career. Like I have a career it's in the Genesis and it's beautiful.
So who helps Vannah be all that she can be besides Vannah? Who's your team? Who stands beside you? Who's there for you? Who just says, you know, Vannah, knock that out. Do what you gotta do, girl. Who's that person? Do you have any mentors or who's that special people in your life who supports you?
Let me preface this by saying success has 1,000,000 fathers and failure is an orphan. Okay? There are countless people that poured into me and told me, I'm talking about, let's take it back to high school. Miss Smith, Tracy Smith, I don't know where you are. I don't know how I'm going to get this to you. But I just want you to know, like, she bought me groceries when I didn't even have food. And she used to, like, speak life into me. She's the one who taught me how to make people cards. Anybody who knows me operating in business, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I have a business meeting, I always write them a card and I say, thank you for your time and energy. I really appreciate you coming and sitting with a sister like me and just, you know what I'm saying, really giving me your time. She's the one who taught me that. So Tracy, Brenda Jones, which is that playwright, Malcolm's sister, she helped me prepare for my Juilliard audition, and she did that for free, and she would spend hours, and she chopped it up, and she would print it out, because she has the resources that I don't. She would print it out. She would tell me, okay, Vannah, this is what you need to picture. She worked on my technique. She developed me as an actor. Sarah Ford, she was my acting teacher in that conservatory that I was in, and she saw it in me. She was like, you know, I was walking out one day after an exercise, and she was like, hey, you're right? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, next time you come in, I want you to perform something that you've written, and I want to see that. And she was just putting a fire inside me where I was like, oh my God, I was sobbing. I'm like,
she brought it out of you, right?
This is what I live for. You know, she made me very dramatic about my art. She made me feel excellent about what I was doing. And, you know, even the people like friends, personal friends, like my friend Z, she always poured into me, helped me, you know what I'm saying, got me vocal lessons in the beginning before I ever made a song. Before I ever really claimed I was a singer, she got me vocal lessons. And she was like, no, you're a singer. Like, you can sing. And she was putting all this, you know, effort into me. And she's a great, beautiful friend. And she has her own brand, 4 Leaders, which is a high-end streetwear company, which is insane. The whole world be biting off her collections. That's a straight fact. And, you know, even more recent friends, like my friend Lex, aka Lex on God, he's part of Division. Shout out the team. Like, this is a person who really helps me understand my value, my worth as a person, as an artist, as a woman. And he just supports me, you know what I'm saying, and checks in with me as an artist. And sometimes it's difficult because those men, Alex DeVoe, Manny Kalam, Lex, you know, Makai, the collective, they're so musically talented. And it is really, really difficult when you're just starting music to not feel like, damn, why should I even do this? They just spit that 16 like that. Oh my God, and they could sing too. And like, it's just like, oh my God, it's so intimidating. But then I realized the Olympic athletes that are elite runners that train for the Olympics, they run with their competition because it makes them better. I know for a fact that I'm an excellent artist because I'm surrounded by kings. I'm surrounded by men who know themselves, who stand in their value as men, as kings, as artists. And it makes me a better artist. It makes me a better woman. It makes me a better person just by being surrounded by them. So shout out Division, shout out J Stacks, the producer. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, even our social media person, you know, Gabe, like everybody, like they're brilliant. And, you know, they help me tremendously. And all the women, you know what I'm saying? All the women, my girl Jules, I just met her, you know, countless people that are just tapped in, you know.
Do you have a team that you work with close with right
Yeah,
now?
the team is Division.
Division, okay.
Yeah, Division. And, yeah, they're a young collective that's all from Brooklyn, that their music has a message, a powerful message. It's stuff that's bops that you could really listen to, that you could, you know what I'm saying, that you could feel, but they're actually saying something. They're really spitting. These men are using their capacity of their brain to like sew together these words. And every time I watch them perform, I'm like, yo, y'all are really popping. Like, yo, y'all are really fire. Like, you know, even on SoundCloud, I'll be listening and I'll go back and comment like multiple times. Like, yo, I just heard this bar. I'm like, oh, that's mad fuego. Like, just commenting because I'm in tune. Yeah. So it's a privilege to get to work with them so closely and to, like, oh, Vannah, I want you on this part of my project. I see you for this. And I'm like, dream come true.
So you got a new project that you're working on right now, right?
Yeah.
And what? Tell us all about that.
So I have a project that's coming into fruition that I've started working on. It's a process because I'm buying the rights to the beats, and I'm making sure that all my things is lined up. I'm a businesswoman, so I know for a fact that I want ownership over what I have. Ownership is a big deal, and I want to eventually teach classes on, you know what I'm saying, how to register your work, how to copyright your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kids need to know, which is something that I actually offer and have spoken to the kids in Street Corner Resources when I go there to volunteer. I'm not there as much as I like to be, but I popped up about 3 times and I speak to the kids. And they have great music too. But anyway, my project is going to be called Zero. And the whole concept behind the project is 0 lives remaining, like in a video game. It's so funny how everything ties in to one, but when you have like 50 lives left in a video game, you're doing mad crazy things. You're utilizing all your resources. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Doing super stuff. When you have 1 life remaining, you are literally at your full capacity, dodging, ducking, conserving resources, moving forward, really tapped in, focused. So that's the concept behind Zero. And it's just, you know, I'm a writer. I'm a thinker. So everything I'm experiencing in the industry right now is going into the music. So I talk about what it is to have an ascending career and what that feels like, what the pressure is like. You know what I'm saying? What the, you know, fake love is like. When, you know, people who don't know you are like, Van, oh my God, I love you so much. I love you so much. And you're like, okay, thank you. You know, it's kind of like an interesting thing, but I just wrote my first rap. I've never ever thought I was going to be a rapper. I did a lot of things so that I would never be a rapper, but I just ended up making a rap song. I was at work and I was cleaning treadmills, and all of a sudden these lyrics started coming to me. So I'm thinking it's a song. I'm thinking I'm going to sing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like writing these things, and I'm like, call me Maxine Waters, reclaiming my time on them. And I'm just like, I can't sing that. I have to say that. Oh, wait a minute, I have to rap that. Like, I have to rap that. And that same day, you know what I'm saying, because of the quarter and the time that we're in, I'm like, oh, wow, I need to record this right now because I need to drop this, like, in the next 2 weeks. And I went and I recorded it, and it felt good. It felt great to just be able to put it into the music because there's a lot of pressure in this industry, especially when people telling you, yo, you're next. I see it for you. I know you're going to be successful. And you're like, you know I'm going to be successful? I got dust in my bank account because I just spent all my money on 2 beats and a photo shoot. Like, what you mean? You know I'm going to be successful. Like, you want to accept the compliment, but then you start to feel that pressure. Like, okay, I need to be successful. Oh, gosh, what if I'm not doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that? Planning, organization. Oh, my God, I'm a failure. So you have to, like, slow it down, tap in, and remember you're devoted to something. It's not a goal. It's not a deadline. It's nothing. It's just life. And you have to just make music. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got this rap song, right?
Yeah.
Is it recorded or do you want?
Oh no, it's recorded.
Oh, let's hear that.
I'm ready for y'all to hear that.
Let me hear that.
I'm so so
I want
excited.
to hear this
y'all.
rap song.
Oh, I'm so
I
excited.
Freestyle. I want to hear you.
Oh, this is a bop. Hold on. I'm really hyped. All my peoples in the building. Shout out Eddie Lale. Shout out my boy Kazak right here. The young, great entrepreneurial spirit. This is why we need the youth. And Hema NYC. Hema. My girl is a whole successful YouTuber. All right. Okay. Can you turn that up, please? Yes, Vannah.
There you go. You go live, baby.
You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the pressure when they tell you that you're next up. New levels, new devils, smiling in my face. But inside I know they jealous. They fake. If you say you know me, then that means you know me. Circle getting smaller, money getting older. Thankful I'm a boss, like I am my own employer. Self-made, I'm selfish. On the rise, can't help it. Play the game like I'm Jay-Z. Get blackballed, they can play me. Business 101. Learn again. Mine a weapon like a loaded gun. I'm vision on death row. Time for execution. Realize I'm a taker. Gave way too much of my paper. Don't need a war. I'm moving different. I'm going on tour. Put myself first. Put my health first. Stop caring about opinions. Now the curse has been reversed. Yeah, I know I'm next up. I can feel the pressure. Trying to put me in depression. But the rain is gonna let up. Call me Maxine. Boys, ayy. Reclaim my time on them. Ayy, this ain't no play. Nah, I ain't a queen. Shine on the singing like I'm Cardi. Rapping like I'm Cardi. Graceful like I'm Lee.
Okay, Vannah.
Shouting out the team. Yo, vision.
Okay, Vannah. All right.
I wish I would have played the second
Little bit
verse
of
now.
world.
Yeah, I wish I would have played the second verse now because you actually cut it. So that's my first rap song. And I'm not going to downplay myself. I know that it's fire. And I'm grateful. And I'm thankful that
Well, I
it
like
came
it.
from me.
I like
Grateful
it.
Nah,
for
but
the
the
work alone.
The second verse is even harder than that.
I like it. Let me tell you something. Huh?
Oh, it's unreleased. I just debuted it.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
It's unreleased.
I mean,
You should
it's all
turn
right.
it back on. Turn it back on. 'Cause, yeah.
We can play. We can hear the second
I
part.
want y'all to hear the second verse and then I want to explain something.
And I want you to rhyme. I want you to get on.
Yeah.
Let him hear that.
You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the. Ayy, reclaim my time on them.
That's the most important song in
I'm
our
going myself to lead the war. I'm moving different, I'm going on tour. Put myself first. Put my health first. Stop caring about opinions. Now the curse has been reversed. Yeah, I know I'm next up. I could feel the pressure. Trying to put me in depression. But the rain is gonna let up. Call me Maxine, boys, ayy. Reclaim my time on them, ayy. This ain't no play. Nah, I ain't no queen. Shine, I'm singing like a Cardi. Rapping like a Cardi. Graceful like a Lee. Shouting out the team.
The
You
vision.
gon' feel the pressure.
What?
You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the pressure. You gon' feel the. You gon' feel the. You gon'